Yamamunyina hamo makwaba diva UTV akanka se boss we eya wiapem to brede omaimu ene amonone ensema wodo ayensaka ne aboabo anu abono bede a apia ejiho akwade mede eba besomo enyumako bi adaroma ena asomasene ebi etise best points savings and loans eya Ghana sika kwabia sesede enya asem keto Ghana ha se ebesika sam tutuye ne nyema hodo no a yaje nyini pa wodo ho eba bedom ye beboa ene wasi kuna ahwe ma sika sam no etimi akoyi ye best assurance eno ayensi chiba adwumako a okwa wonyehie mu na ne wotwa ka ne abam ne aba beboa wo ya mo wani ankwa ankoye ontotontoto ye special ice mineral water eno ayensi papa ewo abontene so wonam na nya ba ko a na wajibi anum esanse ensuo emapomuden pa sara ye special drinks ahodo ni nyina da bia befa bia wo Ghana ha se nudie eno a edwaba ase aponto ase ayepushi ase no eye special drinks ahodo no enedi etwegu ye this way chocolate drink awie aya no wano no bi na boa mo nya hoden watimi abo adwuma waletu wala say wohia good energy eye this way ene betimi aboa wo na awie kankase bo amede eba no didi mu apote no ebi ene say apomudin penifo e de atodwa se covid-19 enuro no yegusu a yedi wo wonkrofo no ntino masoma enipa a omo ehwe amano akoso Ghana fa na nyina otumfo se tutu eye asantenyene ne maame na ababeka sei na wakasaya na wochiremu se sese de adwadifo wa asante mantemu no amo ema nipa ni nipa ntam kita odie no enkoyi na aboa amo adwuma no akoso eye ede amo bibia asrafo wo my Ghana masin so akasa na mo ekasaya na yafutuo eno mo de emasel ombeto akoso abo adwuma na galamse ne de omo beko atia yade ani be China memo hɔ no mu ena yade coronavirus no ehyasie sese mpelifo de ababetu dwase mo asapeja entimra ahodo mo ede baaye no omo sanso so ayire mu biem no matimi enya bambo ensam no ebi eka ho enene awie yakwaje wakode mede ba besomo afi ensam no enchiremu ankasa eni ebeye emfinhia mienu 2 years ni ekonfinhia miensa so ena yade coronavirus eyiniti enam so amayenya ho aduade wo ye ho Ghana yenso nyamyadom ebi ewo hasei na empenifo hwe apomuden so kwanchefo panyi Dr. Kuma Boaje edi atodwa se omo asoma apomuden adwuma efo munimu de efa yade no ani aduro no ho akọ Ghana fa na nyina omo kwakọ wo panne no ne yahwama nipa dodo awo bi ne de abo ye ho ban
Dr. Patrick Kuma Boaje de Sansim Nyana Tuja wa bra no wo second national COVID-19 mass vaccination days campaign hontuma e wo so menya e wo yelo krobomansin ni mu wona ne so de hunu se COVID-19 pane no obi bia o my Ghana mu ebe wo bi se na ebe na COVID-19 yarewa no de betumi apam no e de afiri o my Ghana mu wodwumade na se ye no e na opanyina wo no da pobudi hu nsama no e wo poema ntemu Dr. Winfredo Fusu ekasa wase na wo kire mu a omse COVID-19 hyehyeye no impinfo agugum eno nkyese yarewa no eni ho na se na ebe na ebetumi abo ye ho ban ne nkonko yeso man China yare ne ba afoma obekate wani a obete no na asama no muso esa akosoro ntino obi ahwe na COVID-19 pane no onkono nkopebi ngo.
It is heartwarming, however, to note that the region has recorded low numbers of cases since January 2022 to date. The region currently has 0 or no active case, but this is not an indication that the disease is gone. Indeed, when you study the history of the previous pandemics, we always have periods of remission where the disease goes down and then resurgence. So we want all of us to understand that we are still in the pandemic, and there is a risk of recording higher case numbers if we are not properly and appropriately protected.
Anekasa achire no ena kwancherefo panyina wo no ne da Ghana Health Service ano Dr. Patrick Kuma Aboaje echire mu a apomede adwuma efo ni bi bekọ akọbọ won sesen e wodwadi bia hodum ensore ena afi agoprama hodo so babia nipa tatwahia pa na mpane no nwo bi a ayemira amawo.
Vaccination teams are being deployed across the length and breadth of the country, employing different strategies such as using traditional clinics, hospitals, health centers, chiefs compounds, these are status points, to reach the people, as well as close to client strategies to be used, including outreach points, mobile clinics to reach the unreached, vaccination teams to establish temporary posts in markets, lorry parks, schools, churches, mosques, sports stadium, offices, and other areas where people may crowd in order to effectively deploy COVID-19 vaccines with a target of 2 million additional doses.
The no chile no and was to just say, among Fubi a casampania no wow, Bema Biwu, a chabros or Finchel Numuntemno, will be winning and Sembebre, which Remanin and Nadia and Caribbean womb, will be Uncle Wobi, no famon hobai.
Say Antua, Unya de Emma Wonka, and see. Yarin there were hopa into Yensha Yahui, baby I call, baby I yedians, Yadians abesum, in call for in amount phone team, using a nose mask, it not social distance, no, so young cos why not sanitize and so yen use because me nearby a midinia COVID no, even though Nami be a HSM, but at the long run, no, me be near COVID no.
Adwadifo bi wo my Ghana mmase no aduabo kwa adwuma mu pe na kyese wotene nema ho mu asekusu ko bi se na sempe na de bofu enti emaye ntwade de bi okose ye ntwade wei na asante ma na konadu yad motoso miense ehunu enti wode afutuo ama adwadifo se aya yenti yanim ebra yete ye nema ho ton enipa ne nipa ntam kitan odi nema ne nkoye na aboya me yato yade ne yeso yetumpon akoyanim.
Asante hima nana kunedu jiadom the third echiremu a adwadifo omo Kumase anasa asante mantema omo embo omo modin so mbedi nokre edi ama omo no omo edidwa anasa omo omo ye adwuma ebeka se omo customers ochiremu a obi a wo didwa bia no so pese ni dwa no etim ekoso a enipa hoduo bia sa adwadifo no ene omo edi edwa no omo ma nokre enedi se de baya omo so benya gidie ewo mu asante hima edi nsem we tudwa abra Kumase Second Hand Clothes Dealers Association omo Kumase Central Market omo kopie mu e wo manhia hemfi a omo de ayayade e de koma asante hema na ye nyina nim se amane ne amamre kwan mu no edwa bia wa asante mantema bia no obi a ohweso e ya asante hema enti brenu bia no empanyimfo a omo de edwa bia so no omo ekopie mu honom a omo de omayayade eko eno e na asante hema e de afutue e de ma omo esre so hema nana amakunedu ono e ne kasa e de ma asante hima
enne umbeye na asante hima ye na hima so aje mu feso tu mu fo sa adwuma mu koye mu fa no kredie e ma wo mu mbeje ne ma no no mu so etimi akoton enya bidi ahwe wo mu ho tinana so akasa akire wo mu so shira wo mu so mu adwuma nyenkoso na da ne da nyina wo matimi akae no tinya we mu nko a wudi dwa wa santima mu a wudi no odem kra asante hima dia eno na ka kire wo mu se adwuma no mu ye na adwuma de no bi ye adwuma no kredie no kre bemwa no do bemwa de bia madwuma koso no kredie amem enema onim so de ma onu akoton enye no waton ama no ba akotwa na enye no kre amem aboka e kire wontime ma ben no kredie bem no unse ne ma de ma anu akoton ye papa okọ obesen aba onso benya bi ne ma de adidi na ade na wo de ma no na enye bede no anya sika de ablew ti wudi no kra ma na de bia mo so madwuma bekoso no so adwuma bekoso
eno echi no Queen Madam no da Second Hand Clothes Dealers Association eye nana ya amoa ono so ne YouTube nsam twefo twetwe enkomo
ye ba se beda ye ho adi a che nana sante hima ene na pamfo no mu bom ye adwuma se broni wa wufu a ye won pata ye wo store a ye di edwa e wona aboboa no pe no ya tiko no na enso so no ye nda ye ho adi na na edini na bia ye ba na enso so ne yakohinta na na die ye se pisa ye be ye ho adi a kire na ahima ne na pamfo ene na pemponfo a ono mu bo ye adwuma ni na ahimafo na ye ba enso so no na na atuyefo na na akasa a kire ye wa me yehu de wose ye de ni kwase ye nye ya waje wa wa atu na futo no so ya je atum.
Moderator Anasa Sofupong ede Emma Basha na Praise be Asafono Right Reverend Professor Joseph Obriya Boamante na wadi ato Ghana fo anim enkankan ene amanyefo so munya simpie ni apagina so no mu ekasa omun kan sempa enfanfa Ghana ho no munya asede bia no omun kan sembone ena mutumi kakra bi omu pe ede apeyedi ntie ba ne sa ema oman no enkwa ni mu ejija na ema animdie so enkoso.
Right Reverend Professor Joseph Obri Yabuamante, what the Sansamana to Jawabro Power Bejokobia Nipa Junisia 26, and there was on Jumedi or Dasha one Sana Sawambeshe, no one Genocon kind and former Presbyter Safo, send a banner Safunubi to many whom from and Honam a form. Nen watching so no Presbyter Safo one official de Toswa 200. Our baby dinner film Pinu and you do watching 2028 Mono on Fanina and Quadrin Dream. Najumadiano and Tumimaya Crabashe.
Say, we're a member of Asoria, Atina for 200 years. Asoria be a banegu for 200 years. The Presbyterian Church of Ghana, no, I hear witness, Ghana has said. And Asoria be a man and Asoria be a man and say, over here Presbyterian. The toss of you, Asoria be anymore, and she say, you better through the committee, no, now Ubia anymore, now Bibia Becas and Gibiano, na yemfamwa na yema celebration no enyefe
na no akire no so no Right Reverend editor Bejoko ni nyina nim se wonhwe na oni asore man wondi kita ho bra no se na be na dwumadie no nyina no ebetumi awie mu de na no akire no enam penfo da na efie wasi awie edi man Right Reverend se wonje na onye baabi emfa ne tinto no otima so dae pade aboa ama Presbyter asafo no atumi akonkan
Ghana for yes stand the way ayakasa negative wo ye man ho dodo me ho man a man can negative things just because of my getting points in politics. It wouldn't matter whoever is in power. Now you can about Ghana. That should be the new thing as a Ghana for a year, new life. For new Easter. Na ne kwakra mu no opanyina wo no na Sabejoko yi wode wo na no Reverend Dr. Godwin ni noy odonko where clerk edema Presbyter asafo no ono so de nsem sei etudwa.
And what we want to do is to set the philosophy behind the concepts that we want to develop for the anniversary. We want to really come up with something innovative, something new, something outside the box.
Sikako ene denchemo meche gold ene diamond etu eba bekoso topreman a eno ewo denchemo mensinim ewo epoye mandemu na etwa fatase ye kasa wo no omanfo no sadi adwuma ne ba beko na afensunsunso anso ebenya ewo atenaye so Environmental Protection Agency EPA mpelifo ene omanfo no akasa acheche omumuye
Madiana siya no enu opanyina wo no Environmental Protection Agency ikuona na mu ewa poemanta mu Felix Adwochre edito adwumaku ahudu mutu afuma gudie animo wo man Ghana mu se empempini so wokono akwakopa amanfo na asase a wo de kasade no okotokoto amanfo bo sha hodo ene wo de sha amanfo no bokoboko no won saka asase ne we se kim afi na ya atwadebo sika kora isi otua de ma asase wura no no na akwakoe bo achibidi sa suban no enyumaku ahudu mutu afuma gudie wo man Ghana mu no wonhwe no wontwe won ho emfamfiri ho eno akire no ene wo sa de to asase wura no manim se koba sa aya mo wonfam branche wonsem enko honko ya basabasa de mum onfamfa so ye bi etise EPA Minerals Commission anaso fanko asem dibia na mpinfo nhwe ne won kan bi enfamom
baby a yaka akodui company no ebeko ahemfo no sa wote se omo se omo kotena omo ahemfie na company no emra nia ema enije kakra bam ne se company na oman na nka se yanyintum kura se ma ne momo se wo beba de a ye A B C D into mama conditions se company no etumi diswa begidi se bibia ebekoyi
openyene ka sai chire no na berema doma kunya ko otosumienu editu EPA mpinfo anim se mpempi no obehwe na adwumaku bia ba wo Minerals Commission ama etumi krata se etumi betu afuma gudie e wasase so edi nti waba oba befiru ndwumadi ase wa bre na nanum ni ho hwe na chire mu a EPA mpinfo hwe na woni mpinfo wo Minerals Commission entina se no wonka sa asem no esanse mpempi no eka ho bi ene kofa basabasa yo eba
obi wo ho wabegi asase SSC anase company SSC oye ayi we renew asase we renew asase no pa na ne wo na ninu no eye nana no modi an no afa ade aka ne bia ho no asusu de nyina Mineral Commission for pa adentina Mineral Commission for me check say ne man ansana we have said asase no SSC we the man wo anase omo enfema ho de momu no wo bu ya na fi akoto Mineral Commission akoto environmental so na ye hawo
enu achi enu so ne ne amanfo ni bi ekasa ma nsem sei ena omde to ye nanim
ena oba ko wo a ni baba he na so ba ko ni ho oba ko wo a ba he ni hwini ni ho ye ka wo TV so ye tin nsem ni bebre eja ko metisem oba yi wo bi wa ba ni bed am na abusua ukuna enye yie ni awakọ wunini esani nyuma mo ye ni chemicals amodi efransuo ni nsasinti adan poison amaye
ebe nansa eko enena nie no ensemenam framamu ene se school saudi amatete mo bi eba be yo cheche no sika ede to aduane mmomudie no empenifo se ebre kwa anim ne be firi ho no mo na chese nkoda no ato maduane adi eno ene ko bi akire omadwen senke be ya banhwe na ka trainees allowance no de emommo no wompejam na ka yenyi feeding grant ni firi ho na emommo susu hu se ene sese de yenya ne yeto yaduane adi sa ensem wo se tie kwa oma ne so na ye ne education director ade ema Institute of Education Studies Orua Peter Anti adi eho enkobo eja mahai se dem say College of Education so mo sense mo no watietie bia kwa animu se anu aduane ne yede mmomudie no penifo de aba betu dwa akire mu say ebre kwa animu fiti bia May 8th ekonomo ankasa beto omaduane esanse sika ne ma ena obi si trainees allowance ne yenhwe nanka ye ma ne kwa animu nanka yenyi feeding grant ne free ho ebeyeye
I think the position principals need to take care of the minister about I think what he wanted to do in November. But on a broader level discussion, it's something that we've been talking about for some time now. You see, if we share the law now, convert training colleges to colleges of education, the first line is they were doing that to ensure the colleges of education will be classified as tertiary education institutions. And if they are tertiary education, that means they should be treated like all other tertiary education institutions. So if the students in the universities and other tertiary institutions are required to go in for the students' loan, then it technically means by converting the training colleges College of Education, which the act came in being in 2012, we should have taken steps to migrate the students from the loan, kind of saying, almost feeding any allowances to the loan platform. It's something that we didn't do. I think the government tried to do that in 2015, and it came with a lot of course. Something takes the political turn, or it's difficult in this country to even win the best, even submit the best argument and win, because now politics is not about barrier. But it makes economic and technical sense, because the challenges are go through. They need a lot of financial assistance, infrastructure, upgradement. And a whole lot of things. Those kind of as allowances, can be channeled into improving the infrastructure in the various colleges of education. So that is what has been called since 2016, and unfortunately, it has not yielded the needed response, because I don't know political.
Me pacha na wagina ye kakrama mesan so ahoma no mu hyeda na ho ye hwem se no ohaw no aba anya ba wi e na eba education so ayo bia oni mu di e wo ho so obi ka se ma e bia advice long term ni short term eno no be ka no se de be ne betimi aya ni manimu ye betimi di aso ano e na de be ne betimi aya ebre ko animu ne betimi e di aso ano.
Well, I think that we should go back to the Education College of Education Act at 847. Now, because the challenge, it's even broader than just the payment of the allowances. There are certain things that goes on in the colleges of education by converting them from by making them tertiary education institutions, and then maybe with SSS from teacher for could see the way in training and so many other things. And I think that if you're able to go back and look at what the Act requires us to do in terms of the transition from being training colleges to colleges of education. I rectify some of these things.
What the young fire ni enche kumase KNUST. Empenifo de ababe to dwache mu se beye 600 students bi. Omo course se sa so mantimi entu omu school fees no percentage bi e de amo omo mantimi entu anwie. Enti omu di fe omo course na so omo enka omo na mu na so omo ntwen na omo nsanjuro bi mu. Enu se schools bi wo ha se so a aya na se wantimi entu okwa etimi ma wokọ obeje wo set ya ne yemfa ma wo. De KNUST empenifo aye no eto asomu.
Very difficult to make us a Tasum and Tasum because you see, running a tertiary institution and therefore, and we all know that sometimes some government subvention to these universities may take it time, and the way where the university authorities are able to get money to pay even sometimes their workers and other things is through their internally generated funds, and some of these payments now are free students only bank. So if a number like 6,000 students what you can say is what were the kind of interactions I course so before on finally decided that they will take that particular measure. I think that maybe there should be or there will be a process through which the university will take the students through, reminding them and letting them know the consequences of the delay in the payment of their fees. If they went through all that laid down process now, then I think they took the right decision. If they didn't do that and they just got up and said, these are the number of students, but you have not been able to pay, so we are just going to ask you to defer, then it creates a little problem for us. But we should appreciate the fact that there are challenges in the system, and sometimes some of these things would happen. So the human face bit of it, says students into that kind of human face, we should be able to have it in order to ensure that go through that kind of way. But of course, it is the right of the university to take any decision that they think it deems fit to enable them run the university as they want to.
Almost students in the this can be a business. Yeah, this scam almost some between school fees, some the business. A bit of Toba and no more can a bit of Topano.
And also, I would have waited and come on my breakdown. On my breakdown, we understand that some of the students are stubborn, especially if I bet in most of them know idea. As time goes on, as a country, we have to sit down and have a conversation about this betting thing. But I'm going to break down a number of students. Some of them are trappers, some of them are baking, some of them are both business and other things. I can make an idea. This is what is really going on. But almost 600 million, 6,000 million. That is the primary reason why they couldn't pay. There might be genuinely people within the 6,000 almost scanning again. It should also a signal to the university. There are these kind of challenges our students need to go through. What can help take them off counseling? What is the state of the counseling system in the university? That the child is going through certain challenges what are the avenues open to that particular student, working into this kind of avenues. Now when me are burning heart out, now I can't what are the preparation measures universities need to put in place to be able to conscientize and collaborate about this kind of best so it's something that the university should not just throw into the public domain. They should also take steps to ensure that some of the things now they put down measures to enable them shape the character and the behavior of this case, because and yes, purely for academic work, they are there to be trained to be good citizens of the country so that they will be productive at the end of the day. It is the focus of the university is solely to only train the cognitive, no matter the rest of the areas. Now, I think at the end of the day, with the total development of the case. So once they have identified these challenges, I'm thinking that they should put down what they should bring out measures, put in place a bench short, those kind of behaviors, no, almost the almost so and to us so any.
Ebra ya ka bro omudi sika ni biye business any betting. Yen hwe baby ankora no so eda no. Omo hostel no mo chese fees ni boarding. Enti omo basa no ano maka bom di akope baby ada chire no omo pese omo ye adwuma de tua. Enti hostel nsensem hwe be ye den na no na brase ama omo asoma adwo omo betimi akwal kusua de omo benya sika so de atu omo fees no.
I think it's a combination of factors. I think that with in terms of accommodation on campus, they are there for a longer period of time. Government, any university authorities should find a solution to the accommodation problems on campus. And I am thinking that it's time the university authorities would have some kind of partnership with the owners of the hostels, and then they will be able to streamline the prices at all hostels around campus. I think this is something that they need to do with the help of the rent control authority, government, and then the university authorities. They should be able to sit down with owners of hostels. Now, almost streamline, because sometimes we will be paying 5,000 for the 8 months. It's outrageous, and nobody seems to be talking about that because the demand is there. Prices keep on going up in terms of accommodation. It's something that the university authorities, government, and especially the students' leadership, these are things that they should prioritize in terms of their agitations, and they are fighting for the students, so that we'll be able to streamline these prices on campus. You classify hotels, share what kind of amenities and facilities are. Maybe you can say this category. These are the prices we'll be able to charge, and so on and so forth. I think we are in a lawless system. We are in a system of law and order should be enforced, and by bringing rent control, we should be able to do this thing for the students.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, fancy ya. Brenia Dajenya, Yedima UTV away. Ora Peter Anthony, any new dean come on, director of education, that the Institute of Education Studies, and at Yakasa, Yedi Kasa, Fanima Bebre, who are Mumeshiemu, Yako KNUST, Yabaya Bisi College of Educations, and in the amount you bet me at Diabua, Ama Omani School, no, and she say a fan to Mapa Efra. Na Institute of Leadership and Development omo ene asuya omo ene hwe omai apomuden so ene abidoku omo hwe nuane ene eno so ahyiam na enhyiamu no efa kon ebefa so ebebo ama enuane a yedie no a ahwodinro na eno yesrade ne wom ni dos no ebeba fom meche trans fatty acid food no ebetimi ateso ne enya apomuden
Bese kubatan omo ene hwe apomuden ho nsem so eye World Health Organization empinfo edin hyehyeye gu apono so ehwe ni musehwie bi afimpi no eni edumiasa 2023 mu no sade dodo yedi ewo yenuanim ebi wo hono ma wahyeda ye edibo nuane ho ban enuane bi etise nama yache ne titiru eni akokɔ ena afi enuane bi etise pie eni ne keka ho ayache no wo ye edibo ho ban sane ebe ni bitumi ache obeso wo hwe na sasade die no wo yi edifiri hono ma sanse makokram eye cancer yare pa Nesayo Suntino, empinfo Moda Institute of Leadership and Development no ewo maganemu. Enso afatu won so, se wiase kubatan eye won dia. Won so be won chefa ediaboa. Na sasade ni die ewo maganemu no, obetumi atususa. Nesayo Suntino, kwankyerefo won no eneda Institute of Leadership and Development no abo anan. Akwakopie mu ewo atenaye omo na hwe apomuden. Enuane enafi nuruso, edi won hyehyeye akwakoto nanim. Kwampa wonyina na obetumi aboa na sa trans fatty acids no ebetumi tuni di ase edefi o my Ghana mu
level a yen ye pese Ghana yegina ene level 3 ene ne say trans fatty acid ne say be o ye magire mu ana say yen anwa na yidi na e was say 2% a standard percentage na WHO edi ato ena 5% ewo eduanen awodwa na akana ene de yaye dada ene de aba no ene nti sanchina ya no ene nyina ya de ya ba be fa a ye nyina ya te ase 2023 is possible ni nyina ni say ye benya the laboratory capacity laboratory center na ye betimenya test TF ni etumenya pe na chese ya achieve our aim ene nti ene na ye ni swadi hu no say within this year ye tumenya pe na chese ya kom Nigeria as we speak now omotumaya policy on TFE ama make say omotumi as establish a laboratory center into once in Nigeria to me aye in next year omotumi can say they can achieve it. Ghana is possible, we can do it, but at least it is good for us to make the commitment And if we are not able to even achieve it in 2023, by 2020 we would have advanced. Not just say within some few months after 20, we should be able to achieve it. And then it's possible and it's feasible. You beat me.
And what you know, and the acting head of food division, Edema Food and Drugs Authority, Roderick Kwabena Daddy Ajay, and so Echuchun Common or the Kokobosi. Magana for.
Yeah, catching go for ye chi aduane a says I'm one you be soon over ye ma you obeka and say pie ne sa ma pia ha yidi no ye ma ne nkofom kakra because ni nyina no the end no kese na timi ma wo ye na afi wehwe no na kokoma yare na timi kofa ma wo eno na ye hwe ena omo so omo yesa na ma no so no so omo nto omo bo.
Founding command at the Amasradom, ewo my Ghana mercy no ayedwumedie sonko at the Amasrafo ni nyina se ebeboa no Martin to mumpum na fesu koyo mofaso a omututuo no mo atoni na dwumedie no ase no na Brigadier General Charles Ajema Pempe ekasaye editudwa echiremu ese asradom ewo my Ghana mercy no awebo anusu eguso so mbe yo mafamu die biada ede aboga na ho ban se yensa se yensuo se ye hinifa na enkanka ene galamse no de omani abre
Additionally, the competition sends a clear message to the populace, reassuring them that Southern Command, and indeed the Ghana Army, is ready and willing to respond efficiently and effectively to any situation that has the propensity of disturbing the relative peace across the country. For these reasons, it is imperative that competitions such as this remain a part of the annual training calendar of the command to enhance its operational readiness while meeting demands of modern military roles and responsibilities. My vision reiterates the need to produce a highly motivated, well-trained, and well-equipped army with quality officers and soldiers to achieve the tasks of the army. This cannot be achieved without undertaking vigorous training and competitions such as exercise Kulumshiri, which largely elicits desired qualities necessary to deal with the existing and emerging security threats. Currently, the menace of illegal mining and astride some major river bodies in southern part of the country and the threat of the violent extremist activities not only threaten the existence of current generation, but also the survival of the ecosystem and the future of our dear country, Ghana. It is therefore imperative to indulge in such healthy competitions which raise our levels of readiness to overcome current and emerging threats and promote a high sense of esprit de corps within the command. I wish you all a safe journey to your respective destinations. At this juncture, I have the singular honor to declare Exercise Kulumshiri 2022 officially closed.
Pfizer Paxlovid eno eye COVID-19 edrofo fra aba wedie enye pane ede be wonemu ne bemene ede akoyi nipaduam na ma immune system no anya hoden akon ede etia nipadua no hyehye ahodo a ekon etia yen na empenifo chese World Health Organization amansanka muko ne fehwe apomuden so se omo age atom esanse omo sohwe ye no omo nchemu beye aduowatwe enum 85% aye adwuma eno ti obi abetimi anombi. One film premiere ene aduonu 2020 mu ena yade coronavirus no eyiniti na ehyasie ewo China memu enam soma de kumuni papa etretene ye dane ye ede eba efomwase ema Ghana yesusu ebi ebeson yenso na emra ne hyehye ye mpanifo de bae no ene se di ensuo ene semina behro ye nsabra no bra no ne ye nose mask na bra China fo hu se yade na no abrase ewo mu kromu no sa emra no mgugu mu kakra na sese no yade no asama ne homne so enya asam ketwa kro mu kire mu se de ebeidie ase ani enya ntimra no mugu mu no omo esan apeja mu biem. youth area promotebra kankasiebo na wo hwe no ye humeso abaye bape bongo difara wodi agudie eye sports eba beto aso ye basisia